In March 2016, the IFAB approved a 2-year experiment with video assistant referees, VARs. The overall aim of this unique experiment was to make the game fairer by reducing clear and obvious errors in the most important decisions taken during a match.
We were talking about it for decades in football, and if you don't test something, you don't know whether it works. I think it was also long overdue to see how we can assist the referees to do their job. They're doing an incredibly difficult job, but equally important one, so it's crucial to see if we can help and assist them.
From that starting point, more than 25 competitions around the world offered to test VARs and experience firsthand the effects of using the system.
The interest in the experiment was very high from the beginning, and it has grown steadily since then. In fact, the involvement of all those competitions around the world has helped us gain experience and shape the way VARs are being used nowadays.
Throughout 2016 and 2017, these participants joined the IFAB and FIFA in various workshops and test matches to share their experiences and make the use of VARs more efficient and consistent.
The main value of coming to this IFAB workshop here in Zurich for video assistant refereeing is really to bring together all the countries that are involved in this important project and to share best practice. We can all learn from each other about what works best, about how we can try to take the project forward successfully together.
Theory alone was only a first step. After months of preparations and initial test matches, video assistant referees were used in some of the world's top competitions, including Germany's First Bundesliga, Portugal's Primeira Liga, Italy's Serie A, South Korea's K-League, and North America's Major League Soccer. FIFA also used VARs in 4 of their tournaments, including the high-profile FIFA Club World Cup and the FIFA Confederations Cup. All these competitions offered different and challenging environments for testing and provided important inputs for the future. These trials also showed the importance of thorough preparations and project planning, which are key for the successful use of VARs.
For us, it's important that all the different stakeholders work together, and therefore we have a perfect environment to test video assistant referees, not only with the referees, also with the TV broadcasters and also with competition.
Throughout all the planning and tests, the VAR experiment followed one important philosophy: minimum interference for maximum benefit.
One of the great attractions of football is its almost non-stop flow of emotion and action. If we stop the game 10, 15 times, then we will lose the essence of football. The purpose of the system is to stop clear unfairnesses when a major error has been made or something serious has been missed.
The goal of VAR was to eliminate clear errors, and we did. Referees have to continue to take as a first decision. Interpretation will always remain interpretation. We are not looking for that. We are looking for clear errors.
One of the difficult things in implementing the VARs for the referees is accepting this new tool, accepting this new person on your team. And I think it's important for us, from a psychological standpoint, to view the VAR as somebody who's there to help us, to assist us. Just like our assistant referees and fourth officials are there to help us make the right decision, the VAR is there to help us make the right decision.
At each stage, feedback from stakeholders was integrated into the VAR protocol. And to validate the methodology and analyze the results, the IFAB appointed Belgian University KU Leuven to produce an independent statistical assessment of the experiment.
The quality of our dataset was an absolute priority to provide the IFAB and FIFA with an academic, sound advice in order to take a significant decision with respect to the question, does the implementation of the VAR improve football? Altogether, we are very satisfied with the overall outcome. The results are very clear and representative thanks to the huge number of almost 1,000 matches we studied in detail.
The results of this research show that the number of interruptions in matches has been minimal. While VARs constantly check every crucial decision in the background, a clearly wrong and obvious decision, which leads to a review, only occurs once in 3 matches. Furthermore, the results show that the impact on playing time has also been negligible compared with other delays, such as throw-ins, substitutions, or other restarts. An analysis of the accuracy of decisions has shown that initial refereeing decisions are already very accurate. However, in those few but important instances where a clear and obvious error has occurred, the VAR has helped the referees to increase decision accuracy to 98.8%. In the 2 years since the approval of the VAR experiment, the world of football has seen the promise of positive change.
Of course there were challenges. No one expected this would work from the very beginning perfectly. After all, we're bringing something completely new into the game of football. But we are confident with time, with more experience, that people will see VAR as being a normal part of the game.
I propose you to open a review and to watch.
Competition organisers are able to decide independently whether they want to use video assistant referees in the future or not.
FIFA and the IFAB together, we are working on a way to make VAR accessible to as many competition organisers as possible. Obviously this is a very complex undertaking because it is important that we ensure quality and consistency, but we are working on that, and I'm sure that the results will be very positive for anyone who would really like to use VAR to be able to use it in an appropriate way.
Excellent. Very good.